My stomach hurts, it hurts right here, and I can't feel this. Like, I can't feel anything, but my stomach hurts right there, and Brittany's stomach hurts here, and she can't feel that.
Abby had the better IV spots, so Abby got the pokes and the burning IVs every 6 hours, and that was one time when she said, "I wish we were separated."
Pictures have emerged showing Abby and Brittany Hensel, conjoined twins who share one body, facing a shocking health issue that could change everything. The sisters, known for their resilience, now face a new threat to their shared organs. The recent images reveal alarming complications beneath the surface. Let's tune in, as their journey of bravery may be heading into a dangerous storm. Two hearts, one classroom. Imagine being born into a world that stares at you, not because of what you do, but simply because of who you are. Abby and Brittany Hensel, conjoined twins who share one body, have lived that experience every day. From the moment they entered the world, people have been fascinated, confused, and sometimes just plain nosy about their lives. To be honest, there's a lot that's surprising about them, even for those who know their story. But this new material about their health will completely change their daily life. These remarkable siblings are not just twins. They are two completely different people with distinct personalities, likes, dislikes, and ambitions, all living in one body. One controls the right side while the other controls the left. To call their lives complex would be a serious understatement. Imagine having to perfectly sync every movement from brushing your teeth to walking down the street. Every single action takes an extra level of effort that most of us could not even fathom. If one wants to take a step forward, the other has to want the exact same thing at that exact moment. Otherwise, nothing happens. And then there is the driving. Yes, they drive, and it is not as straightforward as it seems. One sibling manages the gas and brakes, while the other takes care of steering. It is like watching a well-rehearsed dance, except this dance involves controlling a 2-ton vehicle on busy roads. The footage of them driving was honestly pretty jaw-dropping. They work together seamlessly, but the effort it must take to coordinate every turn, every stop, and every acceleration, it is wild. They even had to pass the driving test together, 2 licenses for 1 car. It is a reminder of how much we take the little things for granted. But what is even more eye-opening in this new footage is the potential health scare that is now looming over them. They have always had separate hearts, lungs, and stomachs, but they share other organs like their liver and parts of their digestive system. This shared anatomy makes even minor health issues a significant concern. The new footage hints that their shared organs might be under more strain than previously thought, and that has got everyone, including their medical team, worried. For these sisters, a simple health problem for one could mean a life-threatening situation for both. It is an ever-present shadow that has been following them since birth. Their medical history is filled with difficult decisions. When they were still infants, doctors considered separating them, but the surgery was just too risky. They share too many vital organs, and separating them would almost certainly have meant sacrificing one for the other. Their parents made the heartbreaking choice to keep them together, and as tough as it was, it allowed the pair to grow up into the remarkable individuals they are today. Watching them navigate the challenges of everyday life, whether it is something as simple as getting dressed or as complex as driving a car, makes you appreciate the kind of resilience it takes just to live. What really stands out about these twins is how different they are as people, despite sharing a body. One tends to be more serious, focused, and a bit of a perfectionist. The other, on the hand, is more easygoing and spontaneous. The contrast is obvious in everything they do, from the way they teach in the classroom to the drinks they prefer at breakfast. One likes orange juice while the other reaches for the milk. It is little things like this that show just how distinct their personalities are, and it is impressive that they have managed to hold on to their individuality despite all the challenges they face. The footage also sheds light on how their physical differences affect their daily lives. One sister's leg is shorter than the other's, which means she has to walk on her toes to keep up. Over the years, this has caused one of her calf muscles to grow larger, which only adds to the challenge of coordinating their movements. And if that was not enough, one of their spines had to be stopped from growing further when the other stopped getting taller, just to maintain their physical balance. It is a constant battle to keep their shared body functioning properly, and the fact that they have managed it for so long is nothing short of amazing. Their family has been a huge support system throughout their journey. The footage gives a glimpse into how their parents and siblings have worked tirelessly to create an environment where they could thrive. Their dad even built special equipment like a custom bike with extra pedals and handlebars so they could ride just like any other kid. It is clear that their family's love and determination have played a major role in helping them lead as normal a life as possible. But being in the public eye has not always been easy for them. They have been featured in documentaries and TV shows for years, and while that has brought them a lot of positive attention and opportunities, it has also invited its fair share of negative experiences. People stare. People ask invasive questions. Some even try to take pictures without permission. These sisters have learned to deal with it, but the footage makes it clear that the constant attention can be exhausting. Despite this, they have managed to keep a positive outlook, focusing on the good rather than dwelling on the bad. After graduating from college, the two decided to become teachers. It is a job that suits them perfectly, given their love for learning and helping others. The footage shows them in the classroom working together to teach their students. The kids do not see them as a spectacle, they see them as dedicated, caring teachers who make learning fun. It is heartwarming to see how their students embrace them, not because they are different, but because they genuinely care about their education. As they step into the uncertain future, new challenges await that could change everything. High school, friendships, and finding independence. The future remains uncertain. The new footage hints at potential health issues that could be on the horizon, and it is hard not to worry about what might come next. The Hensel twins have faced more challenges than most people could imagine, and they have done it with grace and resilience. But the reality is that their shared organs are under constant strain, and as they get older, those challenges are only going to get tougher. Their medical team is keeping a close eye on things, but there is no denying that the stakes are high. Through it all, what stands out the most is these sisters' bond. They are not just siblings, they are partners in every sense of the word. They support each other through the tough times, celebrate the good moments, and face every challenge together. The footage captures some truly touching moments between them, moments that show just how deep their connection goes. It is a reminder that no matter what happens, they will always have each other, and that might just be their greatest strength of all. Growing up, these siblings learned to swim, run, and even play sports like volleyball. Watching them participate in physical activities, it becomes apparent just how much practice and effort it takes for them to achieve what most take for granted. Every movement requires cooperation. Every action requires planning. When they run, one controls one leg and the other manages the other. Imagine having to trust someone so completely that even the simple act of running requires you to be in perfect sync. Yet they do it, and they do it well. In their teenage years, a time that is challenging for any young person, but especially so for these two. Navigating friendships, school, and social events as conjoined twins came with its own set of unique challenges. There were moments of frustration, times when they disagreed on what to wear or how to spend their time. One memorable scene shows them getting ready for a school dance. One wanted to wear a blue dress while the other preferred a green one. It might seem trivial, but for them, it was a significant compromise. In the end, they chose a dress that had elements of both colors, a symbol of the constant give and take that defines their relationship. Their high school years were also marked by achievements. They learned how to drive, something that many thought would be impossible. The footage shows them practicing with their driving instructor, learning how to coordinate their movements to operate the car safely. One twin was in charge of the pedals and gear shifts, while the other handled the steering. It took hours of practice, patience, and a few setbacks, but they eventually got their licenses. The pride on their faces as they held up their driver's licenses was unmistakable. It was a moment of independence, a testament to their determination to live life on their own terms. Their decision to pursue a career in teaching was another significant milestone. After graduating from Bethel University, they began teaching 4th and 5th graders. The footage shows them in action, standing at the front of the classroom, engaging with their students. Their teaching style is dynamic, with each sister bringing her unique strengths to the role. One, with her detail-oriented nature, focuses on explaining concepts clearly, while the other, with her more relaxed demeanor, makes learning fun and accessible. Together, they create a learning environment that is both structured and enjoyable. Their students love them not because they are different, but because they are genuinely good teachers. The footage captures moments of laughter in the classroom, students raising their hands eagerly, and the sisters working together to answer questions. It is clear that they have found their calling, and despite the challenges, they are making a positive impact on the lives of their students. One particularly touching moment shows a student giving them a handmade card that reads, "Best Teachers Ever." It is a simple gesture, but it speaks volumes about the kind of educators they are. However, the new health concerns hinted at in the footage cast a shadow over their future. As they get older, the strain on their shared organs becomes more pronounced. Their liver, in particular, has been a focus of concern for their medical team. The footage shows them at a doctor's appointment undergoing tests to monitor their liver function. The worry on their faces is evident, but so is their determination. They have faced health scares before, and they have always come through stronger. But the reality is that their bodies are unique, and that uniqueness comes with risks that are difficult to predict. The footage also touches on their emotional journey. Living as conjoined twins means that they have never had a moment to themselves. They are together all the time, and while their bond is incredibly strong, it is not without its challenges. There are times when they argue, times when they need space that they simply cannot have. One scene shows them sitting quietly, each lost in her own thoughts. It is a rare moment of stillness, a reminder that even the closest of relationships need breathing room. Despite these challenges, the sisters have found ways to maintain their individuality. They have different hobbies, different tastes in music, and even different groups of friends. The footage shows one painting, a hobby she loves, while the other prefers to read. It is these small acts of independence that allow them to express who they are as individuals, even while sharing one body. Their friends and family have always supported this, encouraging them to pursue their own interests and celebrating their differences. The support of their family cannot be overstated. The footage provides a glimpse into the sacrifices their parents have made to give the twins the best possible life. Their mother talks about the early days, the sleepless nights spent worrying about their health, and the countless doctor visits. Their father, ever the problem solver, built custom furniture and equipment to accommodate their needs. Their siblings too played a role, treating them no differently than anyone else. It is this unwavering support that has helped them become the resilient, independent women they are today. The twins are now addressing critics in a way that leaves no room for misunderstanding. Facing public scrutiny. Twin sisters are speaking their truth to the critics. These well-known conjoined siblings have taken to social media to respond to the ongoing chatter, particularly about one's marriage to Josh Bowling. They recently shared a TikTok picture of the newlywed featuring an audio clip that captured their perspective perfectly. The point? If someone dislikes them but keeps following their every move, they're still a fan. The pair's direct approach to calling out hypocrisy shows that, despite the critics, they can't seem to look away. This isn't their first time addressing the noise from the internet. Back on March 28th, they shared another TikTok, subtly addressing negative remarks. The video displayed ancient sculptures of conjoined twins, accompanied by a caption reminding viewers that they've always been here. It was their way of highlighting that they are not a novelty but part of history. Conjoined people have always existed, and it's about time society accepted that. These exceptional sisters have spent much of their lives in the public spotlight. They first gained major recognition in 1996 on The Oprah Winfrey Show, where they shared insights into their unique experience. Lately, a lot of the online chatter has focused on one's marriage to Josh Bowling, a nurse and U.S. Army veteran. People are intrigued, and not always positively. Some ask questions, while others make rude comments, implying that the life choices of one impact both, or expressing disbelief that either could have a normal relationship. But the reality is that marriage hasn't changed who they are or their shared life. It's clear her sister fully supports the relationship, and they continue their journey together as a team. To doubters and critics, they have one simple response. They're not living for the approval of strangers on the internet. It's amazing how these women have remained composed despite all the criticism. It's worth noting that they are both now fifth-grade teachers. After all they've endured, they've chosen to contribute to their community by educating young minds. Imagine having teachers who have overcome more by their 20s than most people face in a lifetime. Their dedication to the classroom is truly admirable. They face judgment and overcome it, choosing to inspire instead. Their students get to witness resilience, teamwork, and determination firsthand, lessons that no textbook can truly capture. Dicephalic parapagus is an uncommon and extraordinary form of conjoined twinning, where two heads are side by side on one body. This occurs when a fertilized egg fails to fully divide during the early stages of development. Essentially, it's like two individuals trying to exist within a single body, and how they share organs and limbs determines their quality of life. It's not just about surviving birth, it's about discovering how much of a typical life is possible. Conjoined twins occur in about 1 in 50,000 to 100,000 births, with dicephalic parapagus twins making up around 11% of these cases. In this kind of conjoining, there is one body with two separate heads. They may have two hearts, which greatly aids survival. Other times, they have only one heart, complicating things. The number of limbs can also differ. They might have anywhere from 2 to 4 arms or 2 to 3 legs. Each case is unique, adding complexity. Often, dicephalic parapagus twins are stillborn or die shortly after birth. It's a tough situation because when vital organs are shared, risks are extremely high. Yet not all hope is lost. Some dicephalic twins survive and reach adulthood. Separating them is not always an option, especially if they share critical organs. The decision really depends on how interconnected their organs are. And even then, it's a risky procedure that could lead to disaster for one or both twins. Doctors have coined scientific names for these twins based on the number of limbs they have. Twins with 2 arms are called dibrachius. Those with 4 arms are tetrabrachius. This is simply a classification of how many limbs are present. While it might sound technical, it's essentially a way for doctors to comprehend what's happening within the shared body. The medical field hasn't always been compassionate toward dicephalic twins. In the past, there was debate about whether they should receive medical help at all. Some argued it was better not to treat them due to the difficulties they'd face and the risks involved. Thankfully, attitudes have shifted significantly. Today, there's more support and emphasis on quality of life, not just survival, but ensuring they have a chance at a fulfilling life, even if it's very different from most people's experiences. This condition is rare and complex, fraught with medical and ethical challenges. Most dicephalic parapagus twins do not live long, but those who do can lead extraordinary lives given the obstacles they face. Medical advances continue to improve our understanding and management of this rare condition, but it's always a challenging journey for the twins and their families. In a 2003 documentary, these sisters spoke about their desire to become mothers someday. It was a touching moment that resonated deeply, showing that despite their circumstances, their dreams are much like anyone else's. They want careers, relationships, and perhaps a family. But the internet often complicates things. People ask invasive questions or make judgments, forgetting that these two are real individuals with emotions, not just an online spectacle. For those who can't see beyond their curiosity or choose to be rude or judgmental, the sisters have a straightforward message. They aren't seeking anyone's approval. They aren't asking for permission to live their lives. In a society obsessed with appearances, they serve as a powerful reminder that there's much more to a person than meets the eye. Do we judge too quickly, or are we just afraid of what we don't understand? If you enjoyed this discussion, like the video, leave your thoughts below, and don't forget to subscribe.